What's up, YouTube family? This is Sam from the B Bunch family coming to you with Teacher Vibes. Sorry that the video is a little raw today. There was, time just got away from me. So, today's video I want to talk about Regents Week. So, for those of you who will have Regents Week or state exams, especially on the East Coast in New York, this is one of those big times of the week. Now, what I noticed, well, first, Regents Week is usually a time to turn off your brain from the lesson planning, necessarily turn off all the chaos, because all you're really doing is just proctoring, which is very straightforward. But and I say that because you're pretty much told what you need to do, and it's very easy. There's structured, self-paced, no issue. You don't necessarily have to come up with everything from scratch and have to do all that stuff. However, what I wanted to emphasize though is when you are on your breaks, they're usually 45 minutes to sometimes 2-3 periods in a row, and that is when you can really decompress, and I highly recommend you do that. And by decompress, I mean shut it off, go meditate. If you have a meditation room, never underestimate that. Go relax and do it. It is something that it appeals to our mental health. It'll also help you, since you can't necessarily leave the building, it'll allow for you to recharge and really get clarity on how you want to move forward in general throughout the day, or any other things that you might want to take care of. Another thing to keep in mind though is that if you do decide that you are on an appropriate path, that you don't necessarily have to relax or take a mental break, I've had experience where I just planned several days, sometimes even weeks ahead, because of the time that I have to not have to worry about the students, not have to worry about doing this, that, the other thing. All I have to do is just focus on the lesson. That is it. I think that if you're able to plan ahead, what tends to happen is you are able to get more peace of mind because of that. You don't have to worry about as much anymore. Sorry folks, I just found parking and now I'm able to go back into my job. So another thing I wanted to emphasize is that if you have if you didn't have time with colleagues to plan and such, now would be a great time to do that. If you have common breaks, you can do that. This will really help you to put into perspective what you can do in the long term, and also, because I want to throw in this little bonus for you, last night I went to a workshop on tenure. If some of you are up for tenure this year, I am also up for tenure this year. Look at me, I've been almost 10 years since I still don't have tenure. Some people would say, why? Listen, I will make a separate video on that part. But if you want to this should be a time for you to focus on your tenure stuff. So if you need to put together a binder, physical or digital, make sure you have your data prepared. Make sure you have your anecdotals, meaning from letters from parents, letters of recommendations from higher ups or from fellow colleagues. That can work as well, depending on who's in charge of doing your tenure recommendation. You should really be working on that. It is about that time of the year where you need to start gathering everything, and with this Regents that's coming into play, those will usually help you with your data. You need to show a lot of growth and positive data sets. Also, keep in mind that because of the data, you need to make sure that you show it appropriately, that it's painting you in the better light, and then you want to make sure that you are the one who really deserves tenure, as well as the next person who deserves it. You need to really make yourself shine for that. I hope this video was a little helpful to you. It's a bit short and to the point. I'm working on the length for you. I remember, please like, share, subscribe, comment below if you have any feedback. Also, if you have any interest in family vlogs regarding adoption, infertility, or just in general marriage or other kinds of advice, we have a family channel called the B Bunch Family. You'll see it up in the card on top. Please let us know if you have any feedback. Greatly appreciate it. Peace. Peace out.